Michele with Hatch Homes Group of Keller Williams Realty Professionals, and I teach first-time homebuyer classes for free. And I'm here today with my very good friends and clients, Charlie and Rebecca. They came to my very first class years ago and bought their first home. And so I thought I would take a moment with them to just share their experience and how they've now upgraded to their new home. So guys, tell me, do you think that coming to that first-time homebuyer class really facilitated you to take the next steps to buy a home?
Yeah, absolutely. We saw an ad for the class and we thought, what the heck, we have nothing to lose. We had a lot of questions about what it would take to buy a home, so we came to the class just hoping to learn something. And we really found that not only we learned a ton, but we learned about you. We felt comfortable with who you were. We felt invited to explore the process. And so the class led to a meeting, which led to looking at houses, and here we are.
Second home.
That's
yeah.
Right.
So what do you think is the best part of that class? Like what was the most valuable piece of it?
The free food. No, I appreciated the fact that it didn't feel threatening or like you were trying to sell us anything. It was more or less just a class to learn and to educate and to kind of get your grounding of what was to come, and therefore you could appreciate more of what you're about to get into.
That's so great. So what advice would you give to people watching this right now that may be on the fence about coming to the class? I mean, it's a free class, so what? Yeah. And I know that it takes people's time, but what advice would you give them if they're on the fence?
We went to the class because we had nothing to lose. At the very least, we would learn something, and if it was terrible, we'd probably have a great story to tell. But it was awesome. We didn't feel uncomfortable. It was super low-key. We felt welcomed to ask any question. And I would just tell people that, buying a house is a complicated process, and it was good to go and to hear from somebody that knew the process. We could ask any question. It was like a safe space to explore without having the pressure to make a decision.
Tell us a little bit about the journey of finding the home.
The first house that we bought, we had a super limited budget, and we really wanted to be in a place we had access to public transit, so that kind of limited our options. So we sat down with you, we figured out what we could do, we went and looked at a lot of places. When we found the house that worked for us, you really made it easy, clarifying what steps we needed to take. I thought it would be incredibly stressful, but it was also fun, and we felt comfortable.
So what is the best part about owning a home?
I would say, I rented a lot before I owned, so I have that comparison, but I would say it's just the knowledge of it's yours, and you get to make your mark on it. You get to make it reflect your character and your taste, and it feels like you can even open your doors more freely to other people when it's your own home. And it makes it feel like you can call it your home, and without saying I have a landlord or it's this person's property rather than this is mine.
I feel really confident when we welcome people into our home because I know that we're responsible for this space, and we can welcome guests in from out of town, we can have people over, and I don't have to worry about what somebody else that we don't really know very well thinks about people coming into their space because it's ours. It's also, I feel confident that, it's hard to save money long term when you make a rent payment because that payment just goes away, but when you make a house payment on a house that you own, you're building equity, and I know that for us, that gives us a lot of confidence towards saving money for the future.
That's a really good point. It enabled you to sell one home, to purchase this one.
That's right.
And move up and up.
That's right. And we just feel really blessed that we've been able to do that.
Well, thank you again so much for having me in your home. I appreciate you guys so much. I know that I am friends for life and your realtor for life, and I really appreciate it. So thank you again. If you would like to come to my class, please click the link below. If you can't make it to that class, I would be happy to meet with you one-on-one. I partner with people in this class that are lenders and inspectors and a lot of other brilliant people in my industry, and you'll get a lot from the class. So please reach out and register for the class. Thank you.